Hello students, today we shall discuss some numericals on electric field and Coulomb's law. I'll try to tell you some easy methods or tips how to solve the numericals. Then we shall take on one more topic on electric field that was left in my last lecture, and that is torque on an electric dipole. But before that, let us first discuss some two or three very good numericals in my today's session. First of all, the first question is first one: two equal charges, you can say two balls, metal balls having equal charges q and having equal masses m. They are suspended from a rigid support using silk threads having length L. This is the rigid support, and we suspend two metal balls having same charge q and same mass m, and we see that due to repulsion they will stay at some angle after suspending, and they remain suspended like this, making an angle 2 theta between these two strings. These are two balls having mass m each and charge q. Both are having charge q. This is the distance x between these two balls in equilibrium, and given that if sine theta is equivalent to tan theta, then you have to prove that this distance x between the two charges, this x is equal to q square L upon 2 pi epsilon naught mg whole to the power 1 by 3. This you have to prove. This is a very good question based on Coulomb's law. So students, first of all, let us see these two charges. We can take any one of the charges and we see the forces which are acting in the system. So if I take this charge q, then you can see first of all the weight of this charge mg is acting vertically downwards. There is a force of repulsion between these two charges, means the Coulombian force F. This is the direction of Coulombian force. Now one more force which is left in the system, and that is tension in the string. These strings are of length L each. Okay, so this is the tension in the string. If I draw this perpendicular like this in the triangle, you see this angle becomes theta and this is theta. Theta and theta. Okay, so this is the tension in the string, this is the Coulombian force, this is the weight. So these three forces are there in the system, and we have to now see that which force requires resolving. So this tension, you can see this is angular, so we resolve this tension. This is theta, so this becomes theta. So one component of this tension T cos theta this way, and second is T sin theta this way. Now you can see these forces now are in equilibrium along the horizontal, along the vertical, means along the x-axis, along the y-axis. So you see in equilibrium T sin theta is equal to F T cos theta is equal to mg. Divide, tension cancels out, you can get tan theta equal to F upon mg. Or you can say tan theta is, what is F? The Coulombian force, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q square upon x square upon mg. This is there. Now, as I told you, since sine theta is equivalent to tan theta, you take one triangle, this, and find out sine theta from this triangle. This is x by 2, this is x by 2. Okay, so this is sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so x by 2 upon L. Since sine theta is equal to x upon 2 upon L, means x upon 2L, and this is equivalent to tan theta. So therefore x upon 2L is equal to q square upon 4 pi epsilon naught mg x square. 2 2s are 4, this becomes x cube, or you can say x cube equal to q square L upon 2 pi epsilon naught mg. Therefore x equal to q square L upon 2 pi epsilon naught mg whole to the power 1 by 3, hence proved. So this is the method how you have to solve this question. Apart from this, you can follow another method also, taking the ratios of the triangles, but I think this method is appropriate for you. This was the first question now, and comes now the second question. How to solve? I will tell you the tips so that you can solve at home also. This is the second question. There are 4 charges Q, all are positive, Q and Q and Q, kept at A, B, C, D, you can say. On the vertices of the square having side A. Now the question is, what must be the nature of the charge and magnitude of the charge which should be placed at the center of the square so that the whole system is in equilibrium? I hope you have understood the question. What must be the nature and magnitude of the charge that must be placed at the center of the square so that the whole system is in equilibrium? So what you have to do? First you check out the nature of the charge. Suppose you say the charge is positive, I keep a positive charge over there. So what does equilibrium mean now? Equilibrium here means that if you place any charge, then all the charges which are placed at the vertices of 4 vertices, they should remain there only, they should not be displaced from their positions, and this charge also can be easily placed at the center. All 5 charges must be there without disturbing this system, means without dislocating the charges. So suppose plus charge is there, you are saying, sir, we are keeping plus q charge. So let us see if this works or not. What we see the equilibrium, we check the equilibrium at all the corners of the square and at the center. At the center it is easy for you to see, this is a plus charge. So all are applying repulsive forces from all direction, from all the equal distances. So you can see they are getting balanced. Okay, but now you have to see these positions, all the 4 positions. So if you check for one charge, that applies for all the charges. So if I see this charge, suppose, what are the forces acting here on this charge? First due to A, this one. Second due to C, this one, repulsive forces. Then due to D, diagonally this one. If I take the resultant of these 2 forces, I will get the resultant along this diagonal. Okay, that means this plus this, now 2 forces are acting at this point in this direction, and what is the force due to this charge now Q? This plus Q will also exert a force in this direction. So altogether what will happen, this charge Q will feel an outward force and will be displaced from this position. Hence the equilibrium is disturbed. So what is the outcome? That we cannot place positive charge, we can only place negative charge. And now you can see, you can check once again on this charge how many forces are acting. 1 due to this is Fa, due to C this is Fc, due to D this is Fd. If you take the resultant of Fa and Fc, let it be F dash. F dash, this is equal to under root of Fa square plus Fc square. Then we are left with only this charge now. This will exert an attractive force now. Let it be F. So now you can see these two forces are acting opposite to this force. So in equilibrium, F plus F dash plus Fd, this is equal to 0. This you have to solve, and you can easily get the magnitude of this force, this charge Q, which is placed at the center, so that the whole system is in equilibrium. So this is the way how you have to solve this question. Now we can take on another question. Suppose there are two charges, this is plus 4e and this is plus e, which are placed at a distance a apart. The question is, where should a third charge be placed on this line joining the two charges so that the whole system is in equilibrium? So very easy, you can see on this line, suppose you place one charge Q here at a distance x from the charge plus 4e. So what is the remaining distance? This is a minus x. Now the whole system has to be in equilibrium, means the forces have to be balanced. So if I am using now electric field intensity formula, suppose, or you can use Coulombian formula also. So if I use Coulomb's formula, then how we will proceed? What is the force acting on this due to plus 4e? Suppose this is plus Q. So this is the force which is acting, F1. Due to this charge, what is the force acting? This is F2. So both are equal and opposite. Suppose, because this point is the point of equilibrium. So in equilibrium, F1 is equal to F2. What is F1? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught plus 4e into Q upon x square. This must be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. What is F2? Q into plus E upon A minus x whole square. This much. You can solve this. Q and E is cancel out. Or you can say x square equal to 4 into A minus x whole square. This much you get. So, or you can say x equal to, or this is 2 A minus x whole square, like this. So x you can get as plus minus, you can say 2 A minus x. So if I say x equal to 2a minus 2x, so 3x equal to 2a, or x equal to 2a upon 3. 2a upon 3 will give the position between the two charges. So this is the right answer, x equal to 2a minus 3. So this is the way how you have to solve these or catch these numericals. But now if I ask you, you have to check the equilibrium. How will you check the equilibrium? Whether the system is in equilibrium is of two types, either stable equilibrium or unstable equilibrium. So you see this charge Q which is placed here between the two charges plus 4e and plus e. If I move it, suppose this is a positive charge. If I move this charge slowly towards right, what will happen? The force due to plus e, this will increase, and the force due to plus 4e, that will decrease because it is going away from 4e. So if I move this charge q towards right, it will be displaced because this will repel, and once again it will be displaced and it will come back to this point. If I move this charge on the left side, once again due to repulsive force of plus 4e, it will displaced and once again it will come at this point. Only at this point it is feeling the equilibrium, means where the forces are balancing each other. So all charges, they are there in equilibrium. But if I say it is a negative charge, just now we were discussing, that is what is called stable equilibrium. Now if I say this charge is negative, and once again you displace the charge towards right, what will happen? This force will increase, no? The force due to plus e charge, and this minus q charge will be pulled towards plus e, and this equilibrium is disturbed. Same way, if you move this charge minus q, suppose, towards left side, then the force due to plus 4e will increase and it will pull this charge minus q towards itself, hence the equilibrium is disturbed. This is what we call unstable equilibrium. Only at this point, keeping minus q charge at this point, you can see the system is in equilibrium. Otherwise, if you displace this charge on either of the sides, the equilibrium will be disturbed, and this is what we call unstable equilibrium. So students, I hope you have understood the tips how to solve the questions, numericals, and in my next lecture we can go for certain difficult, more difficult problems and taking some new topics. Till then, goodbye.